That looks good. Looks pretty good. Folks, today we're throwing a disc that I have fallen madly in love with over these past few weeks. It is the Discmania P2x. The Discmania P2x came out, what, like 2-ish months ago now? And I feel like it came out to very little fanfare, which is kind of strange because I feel like a lot of these new Discmania molds, when they come out with discs, they're pretty popular. I usually hear a lot about it. But this one I feel like really flew under the radar. There we go. Got a little putt on our hands. And when I did see people talk about it, pretty much everyone was just saying PA3 clone. And it does have a lot of similarities to the PA3, which makes sense because that's what Gannon putted with and threw a lot back when he was with Prodigy. But to boil a P2X down to just a PA3, I feel like oversimplifies it a little bit. They definitely are very similar. They both have that flat top, pretty low profile, got the bead on the bottom. But where the P2X and PA3 differ is that the P2X actually has a bit of a wider diameter. Not like the rim width, but the actual diameter of the disc is a bit wider. And all three of the P2Xs that I have actually have quite a bit of a puddle top, which I think adds to that low glide and overstability that I've been seeing. And that low glide and overstability has been a huge surprise because these guys have numbers 2301, which, I mean, that's the same numbers as the Innova AVR. And this thing does not fly anything like an AVR. Oh, I threw that way too high. Yeah, you see that overstability kick in there. Let's try one more here. Again, a little too high. I'd put the numbers somewhere more like maybe 2302. These fly really similar to like my Envies, which, you know, I tend to think is more overstable for a putter. Oh boy. That came about 2 inches from hitting the camera. Sorry for the jump scare. The Envy, I'd say I can probably throw further. Like, I feel like that's one of the reasons why the Envy and Proxy are so popular, because they go really far for putters and are very easy to throw, very torque resistant, which I'd also say these are. But these, being that low glide, can be a good thing or a bad thing. If you're hunting for distance out of your putter, then you probably want to look elsewhere. This isn't really the putter that's going to do that. On the other hand, for someone like me where I'm usually reaching for my putter because I'm purposefully trying to limit my distance, like I just don't want to overthrow the basket, especially on a hole like this, really short, 222 foot downhill. You don't want something that's going to go really far. You want something that's going to kind of check up, have that lower glide. That's nice. Check up, check up. Little skip, but not bad at all. There we go. Inside circle. That could be great. Yeah? Okay. Those are like right on top of each other. So we like to see that consistency. And let's go green. Old greeny. Oh, and I yoinked the green. All right, green's on my naughty list. We're going blue and bronze. I will say I've not really loved them for putting. I just haven't really been able to make that connection. And you know, putting is so personal. You guys know I've been bagging and putting with pixels for a while now. Oh, hey, look, we made it. There we go. Let's go 2 for 2. Hey, 2 for 2. And the Pixel and the P2X are like completely different. You really can't get more different in like every single way as far as putting goes. Because, you know, the Pixel, that's like a really deep dish, beadless, high glide putter. And I'm someone who, I don't have a lot of pace on my putt. Like, there's not a lot of speed on it. My putts tend to be pretty lofty, like a lot of up and down movement, get a lot of air under it. Whereas if you're someone like, you know, Gannon Burr, who putts absolute laser beams, like they're just super dead straight putts, really like thrown hard for a putt, then I think you're gonna connect with the P2X a lot more than I do on the putting green. All right, we wanna throw some hyzers through this gap, have them fade off to the left where the basket is. Start with old Bluey. Oh, yeah, it's a nice flight. These are really easy to throw. Like, they are super, super torque resistant. The overstability really helps. You can really mash on these guys. Yeah, I'm loving that. Like, these aren't gonna be inside the circle. It's hard to get inside the circle with like a true putter on this hole, but these are still good throws here. Let's go green. Redemption for green. Yeah, there we go. Get over, yeah. All right, those are respectable. Nothing wrong with those shots. These are all really consistently placed here, all within like about 8 feet of each other. little bit outside circle. Like I said, probably needed something more overstable to really get left enough. And that's why I actually think that the Discmania P2x is an awesome complement to these P2x's, where they actually have a really similar hand feel, but the P2x is quite a bit more overstable. Oh no, so close. That one gave me a lot of hope. I thought that was in the whole way. And right now the P2x is only available in the Flex 3 D-line plastic, which is kind of a bummer. I really prefer it when companies release baseline plastic discs in a variety of stiffnesses, because not everyone likes a really stiff disc like this. This D-line Flex 3 is definitely one of the stiffest base plastics on the market, so it's not really gonna be everyone's cup of tea. For throwing purposes, I really like really stiff discs, so it actually really fits what I'm trying to do really well. Whereas for putting, I like kind of the medium. I like when companies do the medium plastic, like medium electron, which I think is just electron now, where you get a little bit of give under the thumb, but still pretty rigid. These guys though, just super stiff. All right, 267 foot par 3 downhill. We do not want to overturn it at all into the shrubbery to the right. So I'm gonna try to put these out just flat and hard, see what happens. We'll start with green. You know, I feel bad for green. I was too hard on green. See, look at that overstability. Like, I threw that hard. I'm not pulling any punches here. And that thing went straight, like nice, flat, straight, but then hooked off pretty early. If I want to get close to the basket, because I can't bend it to the right without hitting the trees, I'm gonna have to put it out left, have it curve right, I think. Yeah, a little Anheuser. There we go. That's what I needed. Anheuser Flex. But look, it still comes out. Like, I'm throwing these hard, guys. I can't turn these over accidentally, unless I'd like, you know, wobble the crap out of it, but I don't usually wobble the crap out of it, so that's good. Let's try that again with blue. A little more Anheuser coming out. Yeah, there we go. I'm taking one of those ones inside circle because I earned those ones. Whole blue, nothing better than that. 192 foot par 3 uphill. This isn't really the type of hole I typically throw these on, because typically I'd want something a little bit straighter, where I don't want to fade off early, because then you're in deep trouble, because nothing but sorrow at the bottom of this hill. There we go, a little bit of a headwind. Yeah, hey, we're up there, that's good. It's like a 15-foot putt. Green. Oh, I put that one way wide. That's gonna be okay though, that filters in. Yeah, inside circle, there we go. And bronze. That looks pretty good, yeah. Oh, baby. Park Central, there we go. And I really can't stress enough how much the hand feel is great for throwing. I know a lot of you guys are like me and you don't love throwing deeper putters. I prefer throwing slimmer discs, you know, Envy Proxy I've been bagging. These guys are in that category. They're probably a little bit deeper than the Envy. Yeah, I'd say probably just a little bit deeper than the Envy, especially because they have that bead on the bottom. And here we got 237 foot par 3, easy peasy, but there is some cabbage. Not really cabbage, it's winter. There's some trees up, so it's kind of a low ceiling, which sucks for putters, because, you know, putters usually want to be a little nose up to really get the full distance. So we have to go out and around. This will really showcase some big Anheuser lines, and we'll go green. Yeah, there we go. Come on, get on over there. Yep, fights out the very end. So that's pretty much what I expected. Pretty much what we've been seeing this whole time. Blue. Kept that one a little bit lower. Won't have time to fight out, just a little pan. Didn't quite get it far enough. That was not the cleanest release. I need a cleaner release on bronze here. That was a lot more straight at it. Pretty low still. That's fine. Those are both probably like 20 feet from basket. All right, we got blue here, about 15 footer. Blue's been treating me well. Love you, blue. Bronze out here, maybe 25-ish foot, 20, 25 area. Green off to the left a little bit. We hung that one wide. That's a-okay. And if you guys like the Discmania content, please let me know down in the comments, because I don't do a lot of Discmania videos, but I do like Discmania, so I'm always open to doing more if you guys like that. Hey, there we go. All those bad things I said about putting with the P2x, I take them all back. Now we are at the king of the ace holes at Harmony Bends, Hole 16, par 3, 129 feet uphill. Nice just little approach into the chains. That's all we're looking for here. Didn't give that one the height. Nice shot, just didn't give it the height it needed. That one, see, like, if you throw it too softly like that, it's gonna fight out really fast, start fading, which actually kind of makes it tougher on these shorter holes, like that second hole I did today, where if you kind of have to take stuff off it, like take the power off it, you're gonna see that low speed stability really come into play fast. That looks good, looks pretty good. There we go, baby, greenie, green, redemption for green. Huge moment for green discs everywhere. Greenie, the P2X with the green stamp. What an electric ending. Thank you, P2X, for a slick little ace at the end of the video here. So again, if you like the Discmania content, let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you consider liking and subscribing. That'd be awesome. You can also go check out this video's sponsor, Grow and Throw. Grow and Throw is a retailer here in Columbia, Missouri. You can also find them online at growandthrow.shop. Carry a bunch of discs. If you like disc golf, you'll like them. You can also follow me on UDisc community at Flying Fajita. You follow me, I'll follow you back. We can stay connected. And you can follow me on Instagram at Flying Fajita Disc Golf. And guys, that does it. I love you, take care, and I'll see you next time.